So we're going to move rapidly through these success factors. We're going to start with prospecting, and as I alluded to earlier, that a lot of times salespeople will make the mistake of compensating and thinking because of their strengths in one area, it'll compensate for areas where they're weak. And the fact is, you're only as good as your weakest link. So we need to continually strive to get better, the incremental law of improvement, as we continue to strive and get a little bit better every single day. But the fact is, if you took all of these success factors and you graded yourself and you gave yourself a 10 out of 10 in 6 of them, but 3 out of 10 in 1 of them, the reality is you're only a 3 because it will hold you back. Now, the first one that's near and dear to my heart is prospecting, because this is where I've seen and I've worked with literally thousands of salespeople over the last 10 years. Prospecting is where people have a real challenge because it has more to do with call reluctance and fear, in my opinion, than anything else. And in prospecting, if you're not great at finding prospects, or if you allow yourself to get bogged down in some of the minutia or the details of finding prospects, you never are able to engage with prospects. And let it be known that the very most important thing we can do is engage with prospects. Make the calls. And we'll talk in an upcoming module about what the minimum amount of calls or activity is for the day. But being able to engage with prospects who are able to buy is the very most important thing. Let me back up. It is among the most important things. It's foundational to your success. Prospecting is the method of finding prospects to engage with. The key elements of prospecting are identifying, sourcing, research, and planning. And so let's just talk briefly about what each of those things are. Number one, identifying. We need to be able to identify who we're going to connect with, or what type of companies or clients or prospects we want to be working with. And so you'll work with your supervisor in helping you identify some of the targets. And many times it's a vertical market, as it will help you and lend to your proficiency and efficiency as you learn more about the marketplace or the vertical market that you're calling within. Sourcing. Now, sourcing is, now that you've decided on a target, you need to decide how to find those companies. And a great place, one of the greatest places to do that, is on the internet. Now, while that's one of the greatest places, it's also one of the most dangerous places a salesperson can be spending their time. And I want you to use this key distinction from here on out. Don't spend time, but invest it. Because spend is to lose, invest is to gain. And anytime that we invest time, well, let's make sure anytime that we are on the internet, that we are investing it back into doing what? Selling. I want you to live by this. And I want you to do yourself a favor and avoid failure by writing down this question and posting this question in places that have the propensity to allow you to waste time, like email. Like, I mean, really, anytime we're in front of our computer, which is most of the time in this business, how do we avoid wasting time? And the question I ask, and I challenge you right now to even push pause on this video and write it down, is what I'm doing right now leading to a sale? Let me repeat that. Is the activity or the task that I'm performing right now leading to a sale? Ask that question. Ask it often. Post it on your desk or right by your computer. Post it in your car, wherever it may be, that will give you the continual reminder that the tasks that we're performing, should be allowing us and leading us to a sale. And in this business, it's being on the phone and it's engaged with prospects. So sourcing, finding out who these companies are and how to find them, is hugely important. But again, let's be deliberate in what we do and how we do it. Research is another component when you're discovering who you may want to contact within a company. And the most important thing, again, I just want to reemphasize, is calling. Okay, so be deliberate in your planning, in your sourcing and research, but make sure that we're spending time calling. And then the fourth element of prospecting is the planning. So making sure that we have planned out certain times during the day that we can be calling and certain times that we can be researching and sourcing and identifying. And do not deviate. Okay, do not go off of that plan. Stay on that plan and stay engaged. Those are the elements of prospecting.